Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to another video on the channel. This week, Figma released an update with a new glass effect. In this video, we'll explore the settings of this new effect and how we can create it. Let's get started. Here in Figma, I've prepared an image that will serve as the background for our effect. I also have an element with some icons in white that in the background will use this effect to see how it behaves. First, just a quick note. At least in the beta version of this new effect, it only works when applied to a frame. So, if we try to apply this effect to a shape, it won't work. To give you an example, I'll add a shape here and try to apply this new effect by selecting the last option. We can see that it remains disabled. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll create a new frame by clicking here. And now with our frame selected, I'll go to the Effects panel and select this last option, which is the glass effect. I'll open this box with the settings, and right away we can see these 5 configuration options. In this new way of creating the glass effect, they've added a lighting option. So you can click and hold here to adjust the lighting angle. In the option below, we can adjust the intensity of this lighting. You can choose an angle. I'll set it to 45 degrees. Below that, we have the refraction option, which is essentially a distortion of the elements behind our glass effect, behind our element. The higher the number, the more it will deform. So I'll leave it at the maximum, and we can play around with our element to see how it behaves. If we come over to the edge of this element and decrease the setting, we can see a difference, right? Now, in the third option, which is depth, we can see that if we increase the intensity of this effect, it becomes more distorted. So, I'll also leave this at the maximum for us to test. The fourth option is dispersion. From testing it earlier, I noticed that the higher the number, the more it adds a colorful effect. I can't exactly explain how this option works, but we can see that the higher this option is, the more it adds a certain color to the borders, which creates a really cool effect. And the last option here adds a blur. The higher this blur is, the more it takes away from a glass effect. So I'll leave it in the range of 20 to 25. I'll set it to 20. So that's basically the new glass effect. It looks really cool. After we apply this effect, I can close this box and change the corner radius, for example, to 40. And you can play around with it to see how it behaves. Now I'll try to copy this effect we created. I can select the effect here in the corner and copy it with Command-C. Go to our new element. It has to be a frame, and paste the effect. So instead of creating the same effect every time, I can create it once and reuse it. A note on this new effect. If we need to export it as an SVG or PNG, it's not yet possible, at least in the beta version. I did a test earlier by exporting a frame with this new effect, and it only returns a white, semi-opaque background. So just keep that in mind if you have any icons or elements you need to export. it's not possible yet. We'll keep an eye on it, and if there's a new update, we'll share it here on the channel. So that's all for today's video. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.